Oh, hey there, guys. Elton McFall here, aka Retro Old School, and well, once again, it's a mix of a cloudy, sunny day here in Montreal. Today being, I don't know what the hell date it is. Let me see my phone. Is it April 16th? April 16th. Now I gotta stop a second. Ah, Gloria's being a pain in the ass. You see, she's not enough of a glutton as it is. Look at what a fat cat she is. Look, she's got food in her bowl. She wants more food. Always more food. That's all they live for, is food and sleep. You know, eat your food for Christ's sake. Man, oh man. Meanwhile, the motor on this camera is starting to struggle because I dropped it not long ago. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so apart from all those fucking colorless, boring cars, except for the Beetle, yeah, it's just a windy day once again, just like for the last 4 days. And it's not fun for the walk I went out with before. Anyway, so I got some more pics to show you guys here that I took. Most of these pics I took, like I said, between 2011 and 2012. If you didn't see part one, and just trying to get comfortable here. And there's a few exceptions in here, but most of this stuff, like I said, they're trucks I took pictures of here in Montreal between 2011 and 2012. And that is because at that time I only had my old 35mm Canon, because I lost my digital camera in May 2011 when I started a job. So there's going to be a few fire trucks in here. So here we go. We're going to try to do this quick. Because there's a lot of pictures. As you can see, there's many pictures. So this has, yes, those of you guys who know the fire stations, that's Fire Station 5 on Saint-Urbain with an E1, their old E1 pumper coming out of that station. And here's another E1 that's on de Maisonneuve Boulevard we're almost at Vendôme Metro Station. And I worked in this building in 2002 for 2000, no, sorry, what is it, like 2000 to 2002? I worked there 2 years, you know, I was doing, selling alarm systems. And you see, Gloria, she won't leave me alone. Yeah, you stay there then, okay? Let Daddy do his funky thing here. I'm already feeling fucked up like a lot of you out there because I haven't seen family or friends in a month. And it's like I feel like I'm on a fucking island, for Christ's sake. I can't go here, can't go there. I didn't even actually go get I was going to go try to get my glasses fixed today at the Montreal Association for the Blind, but it's too far away. I'm not taking a chance by metro. Fucking half-hour metro ride and then another 20-minute bus ride. I mean, come on. Anyway, wonderful times we're living in. Interestingly, this was in Lachine right after a severe thunderstorm. Let me see, that was on Saint-Joseph, Notre Dame. Yeah, no response there. Another truck responding, but not too far away in LaSalle on Dollard Street. Now we're in, let me see, this is in Point Claire. Point Claire or Dorval? This is at Pine Beach, so no, sorry, Dorval. Nice Pete. Highway 20. Same place again, Highway 20. Western Star. Don't see too many Western Stars as cement mixers, frankly. They're really long haul trucks. Well, this was when I went to Trois-Rivières. I was there for a few hours, and there's an old International S series. And this looks like it could have even have been a farm truck, because they're the ones that you know, have the fewest miles put on them. They really stay on somebody's property, or they drive to the market or something, you know. This is on the Highway 15, known as the Whiskey Trench in LaSalle. Highway 15, which takes it to the New York border. And yes, there's a nice old Mac R series. Don't know if that truck's still in service or not. Might not be. It's been a while since I've seen it. And here's again, same place, Whiskey Trench, Highway 15. Oh, you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. It's a fire truck responding there. It's rush hour. But yeah, check out that major load on that Mac. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. Jeez, I'm glad I remembered. By the way, those of you guys who watch the last part, and you're going to see this part, almost all I used to sell on eBay years ago, so all my Kenworth W900 trucks, you know, like the trucks, if you don't know, the model types, the trucks that are the Kenworth version of this, basically, right, with the long nose, flat hood. Yeah, those pictures, I sold almost all of them to when I was on eBay. Somebody in the States who's a, collector of truck photos. I never took many photos of Volvos because I don't hate them, I just don't really like them, but anyway. That was Kremezi Boulevard and Highway 40, and at the same place, here's a Peterbilt, well, I'm not going to say miniature, but a small garbage truck in action, not sharp, photos aren't sharp, but anyway. Kenworth T600 back on Highway 20 in Dorval. And yeah, there's another Kenworth, but that's a older model, I think. Yeah, T800. This truck could be even from the 90s. This crane truck. Here's an old Sterling. These are old. These you don't see too many of. I think Coca-Cola is one of the few companies that still runs these. And Montreal's got a few too, but they're like probably over 2005, I figure. This was on Notre Dame near Atwater. In Ville Saint-Pierre, on Saint-Pierre Street next to Highway 20, there's a nice Westie. God knows how many times I photographed that truck alone, or filmed I should say. Good old Freightliner FLD, about to go on to Saint Jacques Street from Milton and Ville Saint-Pierre. Yeah, interesting grill cover there, right, to keep the cold out. International Eagle, again in Ville Saint-Pierre on Notre Dame near Saint-Pierre, with the Ville Saint-Pierre interchange there. Well, this truck was obviously moving, it was lower light, so unfortunately I didn't get a good shot of her there. That's still kind of cool though, I guess, That's like a 379, but it's probably more like a 377 because it's a short hood. I was glad I found some of these pics here. I found these recently. Yeah, this truck actually was off island in St. Lambert in the South Shore, and can't say I've seen many of these white Freightliners. Mind you, they used to be kings of the road here in the Americas, and the place that had this actually was sold. It was gone. I think they built condos over it, and the guy who had this truck, he had I think a few other oldies too, and it was just cool to see, even though the wheels are off and it was white. Speaking of oldies, save the best for last, eh? This was in, I think this was in Verdun. I'm not really sure, actually, quite frankly. Sometimes there's a place I'll see a picture and I can't fucking identify it. I'm pretty sure it was in Verdun, which would make sense because I think that's where I saw that crane truck on the right. You know what I mean? Like L9000, L8000s. I mean, these trucks are from like the, probably late 80s, early 90s. This is one of the strangest things I've ever seen. I never saw this truck again. I was glad I got a couple of shots of it. Okay, this one was not, this was like 2000, I think 10 or 2008, I don't know, 2009 or 10. And this was in Verdun, and this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. You can see this is a huge aerial ladder fire truck. And they took a whole box and everything off of it, and I'm pretty sure that's an old T-bow. Very bizarre. Obviously I can see why it didn't last, because you could see this thing is really old, judging by the style and the door handles and everything. It's probably from the 80s. This nice little couple here, two international trucks. There's an Eagle, and this one's like a 4900 type, but oddly enough it looks like it was made into a kind of a longer haul trailer. And this one is weird because that's a tractor trailer truck, but it was made into a crane. I've seen this a couple of times. That was under Highway Metropolitan. Nice old International. I think this truck may still exist. I might even have filmed it. It might still be the same one I filmed doing in a snow removal job. That was on Provo Street in Lachine. About to go by a graveyard, which is where we might all end up sooner or later, eh? Yeah. I thought I'd include this shot. I thought it was cool. This is nearby, near Lachine, but in Dorval, further west. And at the pumps, you see this International flatbed with this old square body Chevy from, I don't know, I don't know, whatever, 76 to 80 around. Yeah. Then you got one of these really cool, I love those crane pumper trucks. They're used to pump concrete for construction of buildings. And I love those flat-faced cab-over trucks, and it's one of the reasons why a lot of us we like these we love heavy trucks, because their designs on some of them are really old and they still make them like this. I mean, this dates back 40 years, this design. So and that's, of course, if you guys know trucks, that's a very most popular application for these is for garbage trucks, actually. So, and another oldie right here. Here's an old Volvo. I think it's, yeah, these were actually before they were white Volvos, and then that was when Volvo bought the white name, but they just dumped it and they kept making these trucks. I think they made these until like 2000. And you'll still see one from time to time here in the city, but there's probably more of them, out west or in the south where they don't rust as much. That was next. You can see it was next to Highway Metropolitan on Cremazy. And to finish, it's not a picture. This is a picture I took. Like, oh my god, it's just so cool. I wanted to include it. I took this picture. You know what? This is when I started doing like car spotting, and always often bringing a camera with me. This is at a sugar shack, I think from the North Shore here. I don't know where. And you can see it's an old milk truck. I think this is a I don't know, 60 to 63 Chevy. It's just so cool. And I don't even have the negative to this. There's some pics I have like this. They're so old, I don't even have the fucking negative. So I would never sell that, And let me just see here. No, it just has my initials. Yeah, C60. Yeah, because this photo was published when I used to write for the Old Autos newspaper. Oh, Gloria's got her pop there. She must be looking at the birdies. You like those birdies, Gloria? You like those birdies? You're all on Twitter, eh? Good, you can leave me alone for a moment. Alright guys, hope you like that shiz. Take care. You got anything to say, you? Hey, meow? You want to say goodbye? What was a good kitty cat? With a big tail? Meow. Want some music? Alright, anyway. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.